Hello guys, this is your boy again, Golden Boy, and you?
I'm Rafael.
Yeah, so we want to talk about Malema. Have you ever seen Malema roasting a judge?
I have ever seen that video of him.
Oh, so it is very funny. Let's dive in.
Okay. How many staff members do you have in your office? Not in the group. Your office.
In my staff, in my office, only one receptionist, and I use a typist. That's not permanently in my service. We, as a group, use the typist.
So how many are you in the office? You are 3. It's you, the PA, and the typist
Yes, the receptionist and the typist.
in your office.
Yes.
And then how many are black people?
The receptionist is a black woman.
Have you ever visited a township?
Yes.
Where?
When I was in Bophuthatswana, on many occasions we had to go into the townships.
Where? In
for
which township?
inspection in Garankuwa, Winterveld,
Can you speak any indigenous?
Mabopane.
Can you speak any indigenous language?
No.
Why?
I cannot give a reason for that.
I can't hear Chief
I
Justice.
cannot give you a reason why I cannot speak.
Yeah, have you ever seen any need to learn indigenous languages?
Yes, I think it's a need to it will be a good thing to speak an African language.
But you still didn't see any need to learn it when you think it's a good thing to
No,
know.
I did not.
You didn't see any need to learn African language.
No, sir.
Do judges have a role to play when it comes to transformation?
Yes.
What role will you play to transform society as a judge?
Well, sir, maybe to give you an example, I've attached a letter or email to my application form where a black woman appeared in my court in an opposed matter, and she appeared in person. And I've guided her right through the proceedings. And at the end of the day, I ruled in her favor. And she wrote a comment to the judge president. Maybe if I can refer to that document. It was, the lady was Busizwe Maduna. She wrote that, "Your Lordship, please allow me," and this is a letter that was, email that was addressed to the Judge President. "Your Lordship, please allow me to extend my sincere gratitude to the High Court, and in particular Judge J.J. Strydom, for the assistance given in my legal case." This lady was not represented, as I said, she appeared in person. "By way of introduction, I'm a layman in terms of the law, but still represented myself at the High Court recently. I'm a black female, and this was my first time defending myself in a court as a plaintiff. I certainly did not have the correct terminology or know-how of when to even sit or stand. However, the judge and his team guided me through. I was also grateful to some of the advocates showing me Ubuntu and informing me of what to do and when through whispers and hand gestures. Judge J.J. Strydom was courteous on all accounts." And then she ended up by saying that, "I'm also grateful that Judge J.J. Strydom allowed me to represent myself as I could not afford to have counsel representation. This is the type of compassion that can make a significant contribution to making our society right, in at least understanding that we can have access to resources such as the courts with neither fear nor retribution due to a history of economic exclusion."
Do you support transformation?
Definitely, yes.
How does your appointment help us to transform the judiciary?
So as I've already said, I'm in favor of transformation, as you, but I cannot say how my appointment will help transformation.
You support transformation, therefore you can't be subjective. In supporting transformation, you ought to tell us now, how does appointing you help to transform the judiciary, since you are a supporter of transformation?
No, sir, I don't know.
It doesn't help us, right?
No.
Appointing you doesn't help us to transform the judiciary, am I right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Commissioner Nyambi.
I'm covered, CJ.
Thank you. Prof.
Thank you, CJ. My question is a follow-up to Commissioner Malema's one, particularly on this letter, which makes reference to the concept of Ubuntu.
Now it is very funny that me as a person, like it is a common sense thing. Like, how will you be a judge and yet you even don't know any local language about that country? How are you going to solve cases in South Africa? So that's how that judge got defeated in this. So I'm not a South African, but I have some of the information that I think I can give you. One is that the South Africans courts follow Roman Dutch law that is overarched by the constitution. So therefore a large portion of law remains common law, that customary law, where it is still applicable, cannot undermine the constitution, and the law that governs South Africa are continuously under review, cases by cases, as the application is reviewed in terms of the constitution. So every judge, no matter his racial or racial background, is obligated to make judgments in line with the constitution, which it clauses. Therefore, no matter his racial background, is obligated to make judgments in line with the institution, which has elements of Ubuntu, woven with its clauses. Therefore, the question of racial equity within the judiciary is nonsense, as the constitution is the golden thread that must be considered no matter the race of the judge or the advocates or the public that rely on the judgments. So the fact that this senior judge stated he is not knowledgeable about the principles of Ubuntu is significant, as he should have a bandit grasp of its tenants. For that reason, he should not qualify. So any judge have a very wide understanding of common law and basic principles of traditional law. So that's how it was very funny that this judge couldn't know about any Ubuntu law. And as we have always said, that Ubuntu law was formed in 1940s. Is that true? That the schools where the South Africans were being taught in schools in 1940. So I have two questions here now, but before that question, I want Raphael to give us at least what he has.
Okay, so mine is about that clip of Malema questioning that judge. I also feel that the foreigner judge should not be appointed in a country unless he has known like some of 2-3 of local languages, or he has lived in that country for a while.
Yeah.
Because some of those cases that are going to those local courts, some of the victim who will be found in court are people
who use
local languages, who can express them, who can defend themselves in the law courts in local languages.
Yeah.
So appointing a foreigner judge who does not know even a single local language or even what's going on in that country is just unconstitutional.
The funny part is that the South Africans know English, Dutch, and many, but this guy doesn't know anything. anything at all. So it was very, very fun.
Yeah, that is just a violation. If any case that like a person, a foreigner judge is appointed, I feel that's a violation of that country's constitution.
Yeah.
Let the people of that country be appointed. Let people of that country enjoy defending them in their locals.
Yeah.
So the problem this have had, they have lived in South Africa more than 400 years. More than 400 years. The same people do not want to be reminded of their forefathers' sins against us, but they want to hold on to the profit and the privilege derived from their forefathers against us. It is in the context that one must realize ours is not a normal society. Our politicians are doing their best to govern the country, while you also trying to forge a new anomaly society, while our government is trying to unite us. You know, those people, like, they have lived in South Africa, but they have no hint about what is going on there. So that's a major problem.
As much as we are saying we are talking about the judge, I have some here that it is also escapes me that he doesn't understand the concept of Ubuntu. While it is mentioned in the letter praising him by African lady that this is the result of the educational system that compartmentalize knowledges instead of giving holistic education. This is probably the result of whites here being indoctrinated to isolate themselves from the African life reality of fellow human beings with them. Like, feel sorry for this judge. After spending one life respected by one's peer is exposed like this as having lived life in a world that is not real but a lie tragedy. So I want to say that most of the whites during that apartheid law, they were being taught to hate the black Africans. It even ended up to a point that they were not allowed to learn about the local languages. So this thing costed this judge, and it is very, very painful that he has lived in that country, and he had 8 degrees, and he was a professional, and even his dad was also a judge in that court. So he got disappointed that a simple question, he got defeated. Otherwise, we are really, really grateful that you clicked on this video again, and we'll continue uploading more and more. And yes, Rafael,
also just keep watching, just keep waiting for the new every day, every time we are bringing you something new. Just continue subscribing and share, like, and also join us in supporting us every day. We love you all, guys.
Bye.
Bye.